What's up, everybody? You're listening to the one and only TMac Inspired Podcast. Listen as she sits down with regular people to discuss the ideas, the opportunities, and the wealth building strategies that they're taking advantage of so the rest of us can do the same.
Hello. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's TMac here, and I have a very special guest. Let me say it again, a very, very special guest. I have here my hubby, my best friend, my partner, Mr. McCray III. Don't forget the third.
Don't forget the third.
So the reason why I have him here joining me today is because some of you have been asking, where's your husband? How does your husband feel about you doing the podcast? How does your husband feel about you interviewing other people? How does your husband feel about you being an entrepreneur? How does your husband feel about you being a real estate investor? So I decided to bring him on. So I'll ask him and he can tell y'all. Welcome, hubby.
Hey, thank you, my lovely wife. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantabulous.
You look it.
Thank you.
Always.
So we're gonna jump right in.
Let's do it.
What's it like being married to TMac?
You know, it's funny. A lot of our friends, they've seen us evolve and where we are, and I just look at this intriguing, beautiful woman that I met on a website.
On an app, a dating app.
A dating app.
We're not gonna say the name. We ain't giving them no credit.
No, unless they want to see us. Holler at your boy, 3 Stripes. I'll tell you who it is. When we met on the app, and where we are now, it's just a reflection of joy and peace, true friendship, true love, and I couldn't ask for a better person.
Oh, ditto. So what about traveling? A lot of people say, how do you guys keep a good relationship? Because, you travel 95% of the time with your career. You want to tell people what you do?
Yeah, so I work for a company that handles B2B business with dealerships, banks, credit unions, and basically we solicit those lenders program to the dealerships. And what we try to get is acquisitions, meaning people that purchase cars. We want those opportunities to come to one of our lenders, and we get a slice of the pie for each deal that comes through the house. So it's a pretty cool little niche, something that most people don't really are aware of, but it's a underlying thing, and it's very successful and very profitable.
Yes. So you get to drag me along with you on some trips,
yes.
And we have a good time.
Yes.
And we've traveled, oh my God,
a lot.
I think we counted it up. We've traveled like 9-10 times out of the country since we've been together.
Yes.
And
before meeting, you've only traveled one time out the country.
Really?
One.
Where'd you go?
Bahamas.
Wow.
Yeah. So you've got my passport popping.
Okay. I got it popping. Got them stamps going, huh? So why did you decide to do a podcast with me?
One, and I'm going to say like everyone else says, I should have been the first. I have to say that. I think I keep the momentum going for everyone, because I'm pretty sure the next person is going to say I should have been the first too, right? So I think that's your new little entrance there.
Yeah,
I should have been the first.
Okay, but you're not the first.
I'm not the first, but it's okay.
That's okay.
Really, just to share with the audience and share with your audience that two people that do two different things can still be on the same accord and be able to be transparent, be open, be real, and still pursue what it is that each other wants to pursue.
So let me ask you this. The time that we have apart, which is not really a lot of time apart, because, I travel with you a lot. But the time that we have apart, what are some of the things that you do when we're not together that you would, you're like, I wish she was here?
Right. Well, places like this that we're in, If I'm out with some colleagues or if I'm out with some folks that we're having a social gathering with, I'd be like, man, my wife would own this crowd right here. This would be totally it right here if she was here. Those are some of the moments that I definitely be like, when I'm in the car and I'm tired of thinking by myself, or I'm tired of having those mental thoughts, they're done. We busting little bugs, riding from one city to the next. Typically, you would be, baby, did you do baby, and I don't have that baby. So I'll.
So is it like a lonely feeling?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lonely feeling, but it's also gratitude too as well, and gratifying, because when I do come home, because a lot of people be like, well, hey, I'm gonna hang out with my friends, or I'm gonna go hang out here, I'm gonna go hang out there. I go, cool. I'm gonna hang out with my friend.
Oh.
And I'm with my friend. And if you notice and think about it, we don't go nowhere.
No, we don't go anywhere.
When
we're home.
We're home. And we spend all of our time together, and I'm not looking to leave. I'm looking to be at home. I'm prepared to be at home. I want to be at home. And I enjoy being home and enjoying those moments, so it prepares me for the next week.
Gotcha.
So I figure let me store all this information that we're getting for that weekend before I head out on Monday or Tuesday.
Or the affection.
Or the affection.
Yeah. All that,
yes,
yeah.
thank you. Affection.
The affection.
Yes.
Yeah. What questions do you have for me?
Well, what is it like being where your vision was a vision board?
This was on a vision board, by the way.
Yes. So what is it like it being on a vision board and now to actually be living it?
Amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's surreal. When I wake up every single morning, and you know this, since we met in 2016, every single morning I wake up, what do I say?
Thank you.
About 100 times.
I swear, all the way to the bathroom, out of the shower, whatever, and back in front is that deal.
Thank you. Gratitude.
Yes.
Because when I wake up in the morning and I look at our life, it's like, wow, this is something that I did envision it. I've been married twice before you, and I had given up on the idea that you really can have a great, healthy relationship, a great, healthy marriage. And so when I wake up every morning, I'm full of gratitude. Like, I don't care, we could have fallen out the day before. It doesn't matter. I'm so grateful that I got somebody to fall out with. You know what I mean?
Facts.
For sure.
Facts.
So I'm very grateful. Our children, we have 7 kids together, 5 boys, 2 girls. We have a slew of grandkids, right? Yep. A blended family. Yeah. And I'm very grateful for that, because I got a chance to be a bonus mom to 5 kids that I didn't have to have. Yeah. You know what I mean? And you got a chance to be, a bonus dad to 2 other sons.
That's right.
And to be able for them to come to me, not as mom, but as a mother figure, right? And to watch them grow has been amazing. I just feel I'm full of gratitude. I'm so grateful. A lot of times, if I'm around a certain group of people, I don't express it that way because I don't want to sound braggadocious. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like, and we used to say it almost every morning, we have the perfect life. Yeah. And but those are like some of the things that we say to each other.
Right.
But we don't say it out in public and stuff like that. But what is a perfect life?
Right. It's what you make it.
It's what you make it.
It's what you make
and
it.
So everything that I have, these are the things that I wanted.
Right.
These are the things that I asked God for. Yep. And so I got it.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I be grateful? So, yeah.
And I can honestly say that what's been grateful for me in watching this journey with you is when you have a vision, or when you have a goal, or when it's something that you want, you're 10 toes in, 10 hands
I'm going
in.
all in. I'm going all in.
And I've learned that from you. We both have our own visions, But what I've learned and what I've gathered through our since 2016 of knowing each other, is that 6 years, is be disciplined. And if you want it, it doesn't matter what the outside is saying. It doesn't matter what the inside is saying. It's what you want, and you go get it. And that is something that I learn from you daily. And I can still remember you being on your laptop, in your bed.
In our bed.
Our bed, yeah. I'm sorry. Well, I'm talking about in your bed from the beginning.
Okay.
And in your bed, me driving to Tampa to see you.
Okay.
And you are going, this is not feeding me.
I remember that.
This is not feeding me. And you'll literally be here looking at me going, this is not feeding me. And I'm saying to myself, my little logic, well, you're making 6 figures doing this. No one's bothering you. You go to the salon and have your beauty talk with your girls. Do 23 heads. Yes, I said it. 23 heads in one day.
26, but go ahead.
Sorry about that. 26 heads in one day.
26. Let's be clear.
26 heads in one day. And in my mind, I'm like, all she needs is just me. And you good. I mean, we good. That was my thought, right? I didn't see the full picture. Even when you showed me all of your vision boards, I saw them. I know what a vision board is, but I didn't understand the vision. I knew what the vision was, but I didn't understand it.
So you thought in your mind that I was supposed to be satisfied with the status quo? As most people would
be,
right?
Especially in our community,
right?
You're making you're making 6 figures, and you're all your kids are grown. You have no responsibilities other than your own. You have your own home. You have your own cars. You have your motorcycle. You have your own life. So you just need me.
Yeah.
That's it. And we good.
So do you remember when, after we started dating, like 6 months after that, you asked me to come move in.
I did.
So I gave up my life.
You did.
In Tampa, moved in with you and the boys.
You did.
And do you remember when I told you we'd been together
7 months?
Yeah, about 7-8 months
February.
Or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, that May, June, I was like, I am miserable. And you were like, what? You are? And I was like, yes, I know. I'm bored. I don't have anything. You remember that?
I remember very.
Do you remember what you said to me?
Before I say that, I want to say this, because I know what I said. I said, she's just playing. There's no way that she's miserable. Now, she used to say it, and I thought it was a joke, because I'm like, I'm not counting money by no means. I'm like, this woman, I know she's doing good. Like, I don't even got to worry about that. I know she's doing really well. And she just was, I'm miserable. So finally, when she said it that time, I looked at her dead in the eyes and I said, just quit. Just quit. So she started saying it a little bit more. She started saying it more. And I became like a cheerleader, like, quit. Baby, just quit.
Yeah.
We'll figure this out.
Right.
Quit. And the perfect storm happened.
Yeah.
The perfect storm happened.
But let me tell you what the battle in my mind was at that time, where I was. You were saying quit your job, and you said just figure it out. Take some time off and figure out what you want to do next, what your next move is. And then this is what I heard. I heard, not from you, but what was going on in my mind was, you have been independent your whole adult life.
Yeah.
Now you have a man, and we weren't married yet,
right,
who's saying, I'll take care of you. Just go figure out what you want to do with your life. We're good. Do it. I couldn't wrap my mind around that. That had never happened to me before. Nobody's ever said, girl, take some time off. I've been paying my bills since I was 16 or 17. Nobody's done that. And I could not wrap my brain around that. And I battled with that. Like, it's not that easy. That's what I was saying to myself. It is not that easy to just quit your job and just go try to figure out your life. You know, I was 40-something years old. Like, what am I going to do with my life? I don't know what I'm going to do. And is he serious? Will he hold this over my head? Will he say, get out, pack your thing? You know, I had all these thoughts going through my head until one day I just said, you know what? I just prayed about it.
I was just going to say that.
You remember that?
You said, I'm putting it in God's hands.
I said, I'm just going to put it in God's hands.
Yes,
I prayed about it and I said, listen, I don't want to do nursing anymore. I'd already stopped doing hair. I don't know what I want to do. I need help. I need guidance.
Yep.
And about a few months later, I'm scrolling on Instagram, saw a lady doing real estate. Never even thought about doing real estate. You were out of town. And I made up in my mind right then and there, that's what I want to do. Because I knew it. I saw her, the freedom that she had. I saw how happy she was. I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. You remember me calling you?
Oh, yeah.
What did I say?
You said, I found out what I want to do. And you said, if she is sitting around here doing all this and I'm good, what am I doing wrong?
Right.
What am I doing wrong? This is what I want to do. And it's funny because when you said that, we used to have this little thing about us about being a salesperson and not being a salesperson.
Oh,
right?
God, don't tell him that.
I'm not going to tell him the whole story, but I'd always told her,
that.
I said, listen, I said, babe, people will listen to you because, one, you have knowledge and you do the due diligence. And what you do, when you look at due diligence, you're just doing it to benefit what you're trying to get out of it.
Right.
But you know how to articulate it and convey it to the right public, into the masses. And I was like, hey, you have that special gift. And when you said you wanted to go to real estate, and I said, hey, it's going to be basically like commission.
I said, I don't do commission. I don't do commission. I'm not a salesperson. Who does that?
Remember that?
That's not me.
Right.
You were like, okay.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
And baby, I started from the bottom. When I tell you in 2018, October 2018, I started from the bottom.
Research, this woman was on the Kumba Club, the Yacht Club, any kind of club that was with real estate, she was involved in that club. And that's
every night,
I
was at a meeting.
No, before that, reading,
studying,
reading, just gaining knowledge, just pouring in like a sponge.
Got a mentor.
Immediately.
Paid a lot of money.
But that mentor, in my opinion, help you open your eyes.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because she had some very good tactics that
that wasn't the real estate mentor.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it still led up to that foundation of you. It led up to you into that sales realm.
So while I was in the thick of things,
yes,
what was going on in your mind?
Oh, she's getting some action. The seed is planted. She's watering it. It's watering. And you listen, it wasn't like it just blossomed. I mean, we had some dry spots. But guess what? We still came back, we found some water, and we prayed, and we put that water in there.
Yeah. We
put that water in there. And because of the knowledge you get and because you receive, and because of some of your coaches that you had, it manifested just properly. It just it streamlined properly. And to me, that's who you are today, is because you love to get knowledge. You enjoy knowledge. You remember when Granddad said?
Yeah.
What he said?
Keep the books out of her hands.
Keep that books out of her hands. And I was like, what? He was like, keep that girl.
Keep her away from the books.
Keep her away from them books. She loved them books. And that still sticks with me to this day.
Really?
Absolutely. But I don't look at it as a weight. He was trying to, I ain't gonna say
he was being funny. Yeah, he was being funny.
Like when you get a book, out of my mind go, here you go, Grandpa Pop said, here go them books, here go them books. And when you get in the thick of things of that book, you're dialed in, whether it's a good or bad book.
So we're here in Oklahoma.
Yes, we are.
And at a 2-day mastermind.
Correct.
And I spoke today.
Yes, you did.
When I looked up and I saw you at the door in the doorway, I almost cried. And the reason why I almost cried was because I thought about the beginning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like how you were coaching me up in the beginning, and I was like, no, I don't think anybody wants to hear my story and what I have to say. My story isn't important, you know, all those things. What were you thinking when I was up speaking?
The internal coach, the coach that loves you for who you are and loves you from the beginning. I'm that coach. You know, just like I always say, let's say like Serena Williams and Venus Williams. You know, their dad.
Right.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Their dad coached them as far as he could take them, but at the end of the day, he had to pass the baton and let them get to that next level. And you know, to see that, you're not my daughter or anything like that, but you're my wife, of course. And I just enjoy the fact that you've taken the ball, taken the baton, and you've ran with it. And not only have you ran with it, you exceeded expectations, and you're continuously breaking ground on a daily basis. So
thank you.
That's what I look at. That's what I look at every time.
Thank you. Well, thank you for coming on.
Absolutely. Love you.
Love you.
Hey. Don't forget to follow me if you're not on all platforms at TMac_inspired. All right. See you on the next episode. Bye.